Hi, welcome to Linu Economics Net YouTube channel. My name is Linu Alex. I am teaching O-level and A-level economics. Today's video, I am going to talk about reasons for protectionism and consequences of protectionism. In previous video, we learned different methods of protectionism. Its link is in the description box. A country should protect its industries from unfair foreign competition. They may use the methods of trade protection such as tariff, quota, exchange control, subsidy, etc. First of all, let's learn the reasons of protectionism, or otherwise, why do countries protect their domestic industries from foreign competition? Number 1. To protect their infant industries. What is meant by infant industries? An infant industry is a term used in economics to describe the industry they are in its early stages of development. They have relatively high cost of production and lower output. They need time to enlarge their market share and train their laborers, and they have to learn the techniques of production to reduce the cost of production. Infant industries also called sunrise industries. Now we know what is infant industry. Then what is infant industry argument? Infant industry argument states that these new industries needed to be protected from foreign competition until they are mature, stable and able to compete with the foreign firms. Infant industry argument was introduced by Alexander Hamilton in 1791. He argued for the protection of United States industries from import from Great Britain. Why do infant industries need to be protected? Because they lack economies of scale. You know the meaning of economies of scale. Economies of scale means when the output of a firm increase means it is reducing their long run average cost. As we know, the foreign firms are large firms. They can enjoy the benefit of economies of scale, so they are able to reduce the price and sell the goods to the international market. But unfortunately, these infant industries are unable to enjoy the economies of scale. They are unable to compete with these large firms. The consumers prefer to buy from large foreign firms because they are selling the goods at lower price than domestic firms. So, the infant industries may go out of the business. As a result, government should protect our infant industries with tariff, quota, subsidy, exchange control and any type of protectionist measures. There are some limitations of infant industry arguments. Number 1. The firms become inefficient. The infant industries are protected under the government. As a result, they are not incentive to produce the goods and services with a low cost. That means they are become inefficient. Second one, it is very difficult for a government to select or choose the infant industries which are going to grow in future. Next one, if government use protectionist measures, the consumer should pay higher prices. Infant industry protectionism will lead to retaliation from another countries. We explained retaliation and trade war in previous video. It's a link in the description box. The next point is to protect declining industries. What is meant by a declining industry? A declining industry is an industry which goes down because of demand declines. They are old industries, they are going out of the business. These industries are called sunset industries. What will happen to a country if declining industries are not protected? If declining industries are not protected, it created lot of unemployment in an economy. Because if it suddenly stops, it creates lot of people idle. As a result, it leads to wastage of resources in an economy and GDP of a country will decrease. Most of the developed countries are facing a problem of a decline in their manufacturing industries. The next point is to protect strategic industries. What are strategic industries? Strategic industries are the industries the government think it's very important for a country's economic development and safety. For example, agricultural sector. If a country depends on the import of agricultural products, if there is any external shock in our trading partners like recessions, natural disasters, our import will be badly affected. So, in Japan, they are using high tariff and quotas on import of rice. The farmers are needed to be protected so that they can grow more crops and they will be safe if there any crisis. Another example of strategic industries is defense related industries. For the same reason, the US, they want to protect their steel industry. They want to produce more war equipments and tanks during the time of international conflicts. The next point is to prevent dumping. What is meant by dumping? Dumping means a country sells the goods to the international market at a price below their cost of production. They want to gain the market share and drive the domestic firm out of the market. The next point is a country wants to improve their balance of payment current account. If a country's imports are greater than export, the country may face negative impact in the balance of payment current account. So, they have to control the import and improve their balance of payment current account position. The next point is to protect domestic employment. If the domestic industries are protected from foreign competition, they are able to grow and expand. So, they can enjoy the benefit of economies of scale. When there are economies of scale, they can able to sell the goods at a lower price. As a result, the demand for goods will increase. When the demand for their product increase means the demand for labor also will increase because the demand for labor is a derived demand. As a result, employment will be created in domestic economy. The next point is protection from highly subsidized foreign firms. If foreign firms are highly subsidized, they are able to sell the goods at a lower price than the domestic firm because subsidy reduces the cost of production. So, we have to protect our domestic firm from these highly subsidized foreign firms. Let's check an example. The cotton issue became one of the difficult negotiations at the WTO. Now, let's conclude the points. Number 1. Protection of infant industries, protection of strategic industries, protection of declining industries to prevent dumping, to improve balance of payment position, protection of domestic employment, protection of domestic industries from subsidized foreign firms. Now we have to move to the next part of our topic, consequences of protectionism. Number 1. Higher prices for consumers. Trade protections like tariff, quota, it raise the price of imported products. As a result, the lower income people in a country will be affected. If they are importing foodstuffs, clothing, like basic necessities, if the country is putting tariff and quota on that products, the lower income families are highly hit the hardest. The lower income affected very badly because they have to spend a larger proportion of their income. The second point is, already we discussed, the farms become inefficient. Farms that are protected from foreign competition become inefficient. They are less incentive to produce the goods and services by cost saving. The third problem is protectionism creating trade war. As we discussed earlier, if a country protecting their domestic industries from foreign competition, our trading partners also will keep protectionism on our export. It leads to retaliatory action by another country and it reduces the world output. If a country uses protectionist measures, it increases the import price. If this country is importing raw materials and capital goods from another country, it will raise the cost of production of domestic farms. So, they are unable to produce the goods and services at a lower price. As a result, its international competitiveness will fall. As a result, export is falling and revenue generated from export also fall. This leads to reduction in their current account. Dear students, I hope you understood the lesson. You can download the worksheet from my blog linueconomicsnet.blogspot.com. The link is in the description box. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you will get the notification when I upload new videos. Please don't forget to like and comment. Thank you.